I think it came out quite nice, but yeah. I love the winter aesthetic. Oh, you know what, even? Should we do some winter shopping together? What do you guys want to see on this live? I can either do a little bit of winter shopping. I did a Skims. I need to study, but I have absolutely no motivation and my tests are tomorrow. You know what? Caffeine. Caffeine, and you just need to honestly get real with yourself, because studying is very, you know what? You just have to force yourself to do it. So if your exam is tomorrow and you haven't studied yet, get off TikTok, go study. Like, if you want that degree, if you want that whatever it is, go study for it. You're not going to get it without doing any work. And if you really don't want to work for it, maybe it's not for you, you know? I feel like if you are struggling every day and forcing yourself to do something you hate, maybe it's just not for you. Nobody's forcing you to do a degree or to do something you don't want to do. So honestly, once you're out of high school, if you are doing something and you hate it and you cannot force yourself to do it, find something that you love doing. Life is too short to spend all day doing stuff that you hate, and stuff that you're bad at. I often find that the things we don't like doing is just the things that don't come naturally to us, which, fair enough, you know, fair enough. If you don't like doing something, it's probably because you don't think the effort is worth what you get out. So change the thing that you're doing. If you know what, like, if you cannot force yourself to study, if it's going so badly, maybe the degree is not for you, you know? Sometimes it's just not for you. And if I could give my younger self some advice, I honestly would probably have said, like, stop staying in situations just for the sake of it. It's not quitting, it's pivoting. It's not quitting if it's not for you. So I hope that motivated you a bit to go study, because, girl, no one is forcing you to study. You're not a victim. If you want to fail, fail. Like, if you hate the thing so much and you don't want to study, don't study. But then, like, take that energy and go put it somewhere where you actually do want to do it and where you actually will do it. Or suck it up and study, and yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even recommend going to university for no reason unless you are really passionate about the subject and you really care about academia, because you don't need a university degree to be successful. A university degree will get you nowhere unless you actually put in the work yourself. And I say this as someone that's, like, at the end of a master's in computer science, and girls, like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't stay in something just because you think, like, well, this is the responsible thing. No, it's not. Your life is too short. Go find something that you're good at, something that you enjoy. Go find your thing. And I'm not going to share her name or share too much, but I get some so many questions, and, like, so many big sister questions. And if I can be your big sister with this one, stop staying in situations that are not for you for so long. It's just not the vibes. It's just not the vibes. Stop staying in relationships where you don't belong. Stop staying in friendships where you don't belong, you know? If you are constantly drained, exhausted, and tired after being around someone or doing something, that thing is not for you. That thing is not for you. I'm going to go study for 4 hours now, then I'll use the rest of my energy for something I want to do. Thank you. It's such a pleasure, girl. It's such a pleasure. Oh, that's the thing. If studying is just, like, one step on the journey to your dream life, go do it. But if you are studying just because you don't know, like, just because you, like, are delaying making a decision, there's no point. There is no point. There is no point. How was your day? My day was amaze. My day was amaze. Girls, while I have you here, I would like to have a quick look at some of the reviews for the group. I'm going to read them to you. And I'll put screenshots on behind me if you don't believe that it's real. I'll put screenshots behind me. I just want to maintain people's privacy, so I actually need to quickly crop them before I do that. Yeah, but the feedback I have been getting on the group is really amazing. Like, I would love to... Do you get princess treatment outside of dating? If so, how can one achieve that? You mean, do you get spoiled and get stuff bought for you by someone that's not your boyfriend? Yes, if you are an escort, you know? Like, Yes, if you're getting paid. Yes, if you're selling your company. Most of the time, no. Most of the time, you're not going to get that real princess treatment until it's actually your boyfriend. And that's just how it should be. That's just how it should be. I get complete ick inside my bones when... Yeah, it's not, guys, like, it's not a flex to be traveling around the world with some random man. Like, it's just not a flex. It's just... Okay, maybe I'm not going to rant about that one too much, but I do have lots to say about that. So, you will get princess treatment, like the real princess treatment, if you carry yourself with class and grace and you have really good morals and values and boundaries. If you just want stuff and you are completely driven by like this desire to accumulate as many things as possible and just have the most expensive things and go the most expensive places, that's what you will get. But don't think it's going to give you any sense of fulfillment or achievement or even status. It won't. People are not going to respect you more for it, and people are going to judge you quite aggressively for it. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm a bit harsh on that because that's not the stuff I promote. If you guys want to do that, I'm not going to judge you. I don't care. It's your life. But just don't ask me for advice because I can't help you. And I wouldn't even follow this page if you just want, like, if you want stuff now and you are more interested in like being paid for your company and like maybe more of like a sugar daddy type situation, my page is really not for you. This effort is going to be irritating, it's going to be too much work, and honestly it doesn't even apply. So if that's what you want, this page is not for you. This page is for you if you are really willing to do the work and like actually be someone worthy of all the things that you desire. So my boyfriend always tries to fight and make drama. How can I turn the tables and get money from this situation? Guys, like, go to Shira with these kinds of questions. Honestly, if you always have a boyfriend that tries to fight and make drama, break up with him, leave. It's not worth your mental health. I wouldn't stay in something just because you're going to get money from it. I don't think life is too short, and you should not be so desperate that you will do stuff like that. Again, girls, if that's the kind of thing you're into, my page is not for you. You're going to find my advice really annoying and slow and too much work. So, fully, like, if someone is not treating you well, is disrespecting you and is making drama, leave. Just leave. Like, don't think like, okay, how can I flip this to my benefit? Just leave. That's benefiting you. Leaving is the benefit. Leaving is all you can do. And guys, if you want to be spoiled, I promise you, you will be. You will be, because that's what you want and that's what's important for you and that's what makes you feel loved. But you don't sacrifice everything else just for this, because then you won't even get it. So the way that you get princess treatment and the way that you get men to literally give you things and take care of you is by being patient and by being like a really good, great, wholesome person with like a pure soul. Because think about it, are you more likely to help someone that you think is a good person, that you think is generous, that you think is kind, or are you more likely to help someone that's like greedy, stingy, mean, bitchy? Which one of these two people do you think other people will do things for? It's very easy answer. So how to make your boyfriend want to give you princess treatment? Well, firstly, he needs to be able to afford it. Otherwise, he never will, and he never want to. But if he can afford it, then you just need to be a princess, you know? And again, sounds so annoying, but like, be really classy, be really graceful, really beautiful, soft energy, take great care of yourself, be a great friend, be empathetic, be supportive, stuff like this. And I guess the flip side for this is you don't do everything for a man that does nothing for you. So you allow a man to earn your affection. You know, take it slow in the beginning, allow him to like win you over. You don't just decide one day, oh, I love him. He earns it with time. So let men like work for it. You know, like, let them earn your affection, let them... Zane, I'm honestly going to mute you. You always ask such irritating questions. Mute. Okay. I get told to give off ballerina poise vibes, but I never get approached. Is it an environment I'm in? You know what? It depends. Girls like men to initiate. I often approach people. I often smile first. I have one of my how to flirt, and go ahead and watch that. Because if you are super graceful, beautiful, but nobody's approaching you, maybe it's because they are either intimidated or you don't look Give them permission. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. So smile, be the one to initiate the conversation. Like, you go. Make eye contact first. Give them a nice big smile. It's not that hard. Ask people questions about themselves. Be interested. Be open. But ballerina is the best vibes to be giving off. You are already crushing it if you're giving off ballerina energy. Okay, girls, let's go to the classroom. Let's go to the classroom and let's go through one of the topics in the Spoiled Girlfriend Guide if you guys want to access all the courses. And especially if you want to have a one-on-one call with me, go and join the group. I'm going to read you guys some of the reviews from the group soon as well. But I have so many things to teach you, and I think you all have so many things to learn. And if you are right now in a place where you're just like not happy with your relationships, you're not that happy with yourself, you're ready to work on yourself, you are ready to be inspired by other people, you are ready to hold yourself accountable, then the group is definitely for you. If you are just trying to be like a sugar baby and get money now, and yeah, then the group is not for you. And if you are not prepared to have high standards for yourself, then the group is not for you. Higher standards for a man than you have for yourself. Like, you get princess treatment, you get treated really well when you have extremely high standards for yourself and you show up for yourself and you take great care of yourself, and being really conscious with the stuff that you consume and the people you spend time with and the things that you think about, all that stuff. And honestly, I think one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is just stop hanging around people that bring you down. Like, stop hanging around people that are a bad influence, because that is the fastest way to go completely off track with life, is just to be friends with the wrong people. So again, if you are in a job that you hate, if you are in a friendship group that you hate, change it, because you are going to kind of be stuck where you are until you change that first. So what's a good series to watch? At the moment, I'm watching Desperate Housewives. It's okay. I think I will change to Gossip Girl. I don't know. I like to have a comfort series. So Modern Family I also love. And I always choose a comfort series that has like some kind of strong female character, someone that I am like borrowing energy from while I watch the series. You know, someone I'm being inspired by. Yeah, old Hollywood films are also beautiful. I love anything Marilyn Monroe. Gone with the Wind as well is my favorite movie. So, Gabrielle is my icon. She is a total icon. Okay, girls, again, shout out for the group. I'm going to read you some things girls in the group have said, but honestly, it's gone really well. What can I say? The one-on-one call I've had so far has been the most helpful for me, as I love the tailored and personalized advice that Rebecca provides. She provided a lot of practical tips and advice that I can implement moving forward, and it was evident that she's genuinely passionate about helping women be their best and most confident version of themselves. I also really enjoy the course material in the group. See, guys, it's so lovely and fun in here. Okay, I really love how Rebecca emphasized that dating should be fun and enjoyable, and I think that's definitely changed my mindset in a good way. She also encouraged me to start wearing more dresses and heels in my day-to-day, and I'm definitely noticing that I feel more feminine, more in my feminine energy. I'm excited to continue implementing her advice. Love. Okay. So let's just make that one quick lesson now. Guys, you must have fun with your dating. You must have fun with your workouts. You must have fun with your style and your beauty routine. Don't put yourself on a pedestal and give yourself like 100% perfection, crazy standards to live up to. No, that's going to get you, that's going to really hold you back. You should be trying your hardest, but really having fun with things. And I guess the best way to know that you are like fully in your feminine energy is when you are really enjoying the things that you are doing. So when you're on a date, instead of sitting there being all self-conscious, you are like fully enjoying it, present in the moment, and connecting with another human being. And goes with everything. Like, if you are doing a workout and you're in flow and you are just loving it and like in touch with your body and not thinking about anything else, it's so good for you. It's so good for you. Okay, how should you act / be on the first date? You should be on the first date. It depends on the person, right? But you, again, like, don't do too much, don't say too much, and be more interested in the other person, be very classy. Honestly, it's always better to come across like too classy or too I don't think you can ever be too graceful and too like poised. I don't think you can do these things too much. You can be too chatty. You can be dressed too slutty. You know, you can be stinky. You can be rude, and don't be any of these things. But yeah, a first date is great. First date is again fun. Girls like fun, fun, fun. Please have fun on a first date. And you know what? I like to step into an alter ego. So like step into some kind of alter ego, or not that you're being a different person, but put on a mask and don't tell the other person all these deep, true things about yourself. Keep it mysterious, please. But connect, and I don't know, you guys need to learn how to communicate and connect with people. I should ask more questions about him. Yes, absolutely, ask more questions about him. Ask lots of questions. Let him talk 70% of the time. Ask about his work. Ask lots about his work. Ask, like, men love this stuff. You just say like, oh wow, like how did you think of that? How did you think of that? How did you start your business? How many employees do you have? Like, oh wow, how big is your team? Oh, that's so amazing. Like, how did you come up? Just ask. He will love it. Men love to talk about their work. Okay, girls. I actually have some dating rules here, so let's read them out to you. So just some practical rules for dating is you keep a roster until you're exclusive, which is he asks you to be his girlfriend and he invests something in you. 2, no sleeping around. 3, no last minute dates or late night booty calls. Don't put yourself in the box of for fun time. No disrespect in public, flirting with other women or being rude when his friends are there. And number 5, no low effort men. If he likes you, he will show you. Number 6, date with intention. If you don't want a broke man, why are you entertaining one? If you don't want a cheater, why do you date a player? Number 7, bad boys are for teenage girls. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it crackling? Sorry. Is the sound working? I need to get a new mic. I just actually bought these because the mic was good, but maybe not. Is the sound fine before I finish reading these things to you? I can hear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Just let me know you can hear me before I carry on. Okay, bad boys are for teenage girls only. Use your brain, not your ego. And number 8, kind men are the best men. Guys, a kind man over everything else. He must be kind. He must be kind. And you know what? Not too arrogant. There's many men online that give business advice, and most of these guys I would not date in a million years. Like, most of the men that are like really give this rich guy persona, like successful businessman persona online, even the ones that give dating advice, I can just see the arrogance, and I can just see it from a mile away. Like, girls, when you become a better judge of character, you will learn how to judge a man that's kind and a man that's a real provider versus a man that's very arrogant. And yeah, there is a difference, and it's not really about how much money he has. It's really about his ego, and a rich man with a big ego is honestly hell. So big ego is a no. You need someone that doesn't take themselves too seriously. Someone that's not too in the spotlight as well. Like a guy that's always on camera. No, thank you. Just no. I don't like it. It's something about it I just hate. And I just don't know a single guy. I don't know a single man that is on camera a lot and loves to be filmed and loves to be the center of attention that is actually faithful. So just keep that in mind. What he says and what he's thinking are not the same thing. Okay? Repeat. What he says and what he's thinking are not the same thing. People can lie. Men can lie. So beware of love bombing. His interest in you should match what he knows about you. Otherwise, it's just too good to be true. And girls, this thing of men lying, I just don't think you guys realize like how much men lie, and also how easy you make it for them. Because honestly, if he is saying something and you go sleep with him, or you believe everything he's saying, you are actually the dumb one. He's not the dumb one. He just said something. It's you that acted on these words as if they were promises, as if it was truth. So, And I say this as a girl that did once upon a time, fall for liars and stuff like that. Men lie a lot. And if you believe everything someone says, you are never going to get a good relationship. Because people are just going to use you and take advantage of you because you are being naive, and it's not good. So once you have a bit more awareness, are aware of people manipulating you and trying to lie to you, and honestly, just like, don't believe anything. Be skeptical, believe nothing. Honestly, believe nothing. Say thank you so much. Like, your words say, oh, thank you. Your brain says, I don't believe a thing. This is, honestly, if you are sitting on a date being like, yeah, like, wow, that's amazing, and then in your head you're going, as if that's suspicious, I don't believe that, this doesn't add up, then you are doing something right. But you don't say to him like, I don't believe that, I only believe actions. You don't say that stuff. You keep that to yourself. You just think it, okay? You just think it. Stop telling a man everything you're thinking. Enough. Hey. Hey guys, hey. By the way, any questions you can ask me. You can always ask me if you've got any questions. Again, girls, so the group, you can DM me one-on-one on the group. You can access all the courses. You can access the stuff I'm reading now. You can access in the group. All my live streams are recorded and posted in the group. There's actually so much stuff. And the feedback so far has been just incredible. So if you guys haven't tried the group yet, go get your free trial. The link is in my bio. Go join the group. The price is going to go up from next month. So this is the last chance to get in at only $22 a month. It does increase to $33 a month from next month, but the price you join at is the price that you keep. So some girls in the group got in when it was just 11, like back when I just started, and there was almost no content. So the group does keep getting better, but it also gets more expensive because I do reward my early supporters, So honestly, if you have not been like doing the work to become the woman that you want to be, like, I'm just going to be real with you. If you have some goals and you have a vision of what you want for your life, but it's just not happening, just understand that where you spend your money really actually shows what you value. And if you say you want to change, but all you do is go buy even more makeup, even more clothes you don't need, you have enough clothes, and you never buy a book, you never get therapy, like, if you spend all your money on stuff that you're thinking is going to change you, it's not. Stuff does not change you. Like, buying something else is not going to give you the glow up that you want. It's honestly like brain work. You need to change your mindset. You need to, like, if you want to become a completely different person and like improve everything in your life, it's not going to happen by buying a product. And this is the whole thing you guys must understand, that just buying a product is not the solution. And it takes work from you. And anything that's too good to be true is too good to be true. So don't join my group if you're not prepared to honestly like go through the course content, practice it, talk to me, ask questions, challenge your own beliefs. If you're not prepared to do this stuff, don't join my group. If you're not prepared to like do the basics of like following a workout routine and following a food routine, sorry. sorry. Maybe I just put this hair back. Maybe this works better. Does this work better? Guys, does that work? So I just have a lot to say about this, and I do think, girls, like, you have one life, okay? And I really want to help you. I really want to help you guys. The reason I even started this channel was because I personally have coached a lot of my friends through breakups and have always been giving like voice support and life advice. And I just, like, this channel has been so rewarding for me, and it's really been, like, thank you guys again for all your support, and I love that you, like, I'm so happy that my content makes such a difference to you. Like, it's really, I think it's something we all have, this, like, desire to help people and to make a difference in people's lives. So thank you so much for giving me a platform. Thank you guys so much for actually giving me a platform to do that. It's been really special, and I have so much more coming for you, so much more coming. But I feel like, you know what? You already know which books you should read. Like, you already know what books you could be reading. You already know what workouts you could be doing. Like, you guys already have so much information. So either the problem is that you just don't have the motivation, or the problem is that you like have too much information and you just need it to be a bit filtered. And I think that's one of the reasons I also have this group, is because there is so much bad advice out there and it is overwhelming. So I have really boiled it down into like just the stuff that you need to know and just the good stuff. So it's not overwhelming. Not everyone has the patience to read 300-page books. And I get that, not everyone has the time. So I have boiled it down for you. Can you give some book recommendations, please? Yes, all of Robert Greene's books. So 48 Laws of Power, The Laws of Human Nature, Art of Seduction. These three you must read. Then Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, must read. Why Men Love Bitches, must read. Sapiens, Homo Deus, and I don't remember the last one. But that whole series, must read. Must read. Then for podcasts, I love Aaron Doughty. I love. And for like manifestation spiritual stuff, I really loved Autobiography of a Yogi. I love that book. Basically, I don't think you can read too many books. I think you should be reading. Honestly, you should always be reading something. And you guys, you should be reading at least one book a month. Like, at least. And if you hate reading, again, guys, if you hate something, you're doing it wrong. So if you hate reading, then read a different style of book. Like, if you hate reading because it's too complicated and it's too much effort, find books that are simpler. Like, find books that are written in simpler English. You don't have to read the fanciest book to learn the advice. I promise you, just because something is like difficult to read doesn't mean it's a good book. Like, if you don't read because you think it's too much effort, find books that you like reading, or find podcasts that you like listening to. I don't accept any excuse. If you don't work out because you hate working out, find a workout that you like. If you don't, and here's the big one, if you hate dating, if you hate like the way men treat you and you have a really negative attitude towards all of this, girl, like, change it. Just change it. Hang around different people, show up in a different way. Wow, you can have whatever you want out of life and out of relationships. So, I think a relationship is just a really good test of how, like, what your energy level is like and like how powerful your manifestations are working, because I think you see it so quickly in your relationships with people. Yeah. So, girls, I cannot stay here forever. I need to check when my next meeting is. Okay, only in a couple hours. What else did I want to say? Girls, again, if you haven't booked your free call with me yet on the group, I still have free calls all of November. For all the girls that join, you can book a call as soon as your free trial is over. And yeah, I really do love the calls. We talk about a lot of different things. We can go through your dating profile, go through your Instagram. I can also talk about, like, I've given girls like life advice, career advice, studying advice, like what they should choose. Also, girls that wanted to start their own pages have been asking me for advice on how to do that. So it's pretty broad. It is really like a big sister that you would, or like a best friend, kind of a cross between the two. Depending on, honestly, probably depends on my like age in relation to yours, whether I give you more big sister or best friend advice. So, yeah. Girls, any other questions from you? You guys are so quiet today. Normally you have so many questions for me. I'm sorry, you can ask me anything. Dating, relationships, even if it's not on the topic of what I'm talking about. Okay, let's just finish this then. Some notes about men that cheat. So if a man cheats, is it your fault? Yes, for choosing a cheater. But it's not your fault that he cheated. No, you should not go on Tinder. Tinder is for hookups. Tinder is not for dating. Like, the only dating apps I'd recommend is Hinge and Raya. And honestly, just Hinge. But real life is always better than dating apps, and Instagram, again, is always better than dating apps. Instagram is the best dating app. Okay. Men need validation. You are at risk if you're more successful than him, he doesn't feel needed, he is less successful than his peers, or you're much better looking than him. Is 20 and 32 okay? A bit of a big age gap, and I just think the problem here is not because, it's because at 20, you are very young and naive and easy to manipulate. So even though 12 years is not that big, 20 to 32 is a big life jump. You know, like, you are, and I'm going to say this nicely, still a child. Your brain is not finished developing. At 25, you are so much more grown than at 20. So if you're dating a man that's 32 and you're 20, it's not an instant red flag, but just be aware if you ever feel like you're it's a big one. So for me, I get hit on at the gym. I get hit on like if I walk down the road. But the men that I actually want to meet, I normally meet at private events or through Instagram. You know, like they DM me, stuff like that. And honestly, being like depressed and crying every day to 6 months later, being so happy and to being in a really great relationship with someone that treated me really well. And I think the big change was it just hit me that I was accepting all the stuff that I didn't want and I was really acting like a victim. And what changed was consuming a different type of content and I stopped being such a victim and I stopped honestly I stopped believing the best in people. I started like seeing their real character, and that really helped me leave my last relationship. So girls, I can help. I'm not a narcissist or anything like that. I know a thing or two and I have some advice for you. So so this is a big thing. This is a big thing I do is help girls through breakups and just in general if you think you're with a toxic guy. Girls, like, I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. What about emotional cheating? I think anything that's premeditated is cheating. So like messaging someone is not okay, but like flirting innocently with someone in public, honestly, it's a big deal. I kind of think it's fine. I think it's fine to be a bit like flirty and whatever in public. Um, it's okay to talk to strangers as long as you don't like give them your number. But I think it's pretty harmless. I honestly think it's pretty. But emotional cheating, I think if he was like messaging someone or like spending time one on one with another woman, I would feel uncomfortable. My boyfriend doesn't have any female friends, so. And honestly, I don't hang out with any of my male friends. I'm not as close to my male friends as I used to be. And because my guys, is the sound okay? Guys, is the sound okay? It feels a bit crackly. If you haven't taken a look at the group, go have a look. The link is in my bio. It's the last chance to book a free call with me this month. It's the last chance. So go get your free trial and book a call with me when the trial's over. Okay, love you guys so much. Thank you for coming today. Daily reminder to drink your tea. Daily it's honestly just really glitching. It's honestly just really glitching.